Hello guys and welcome back to another class of our course about the complete introduction to Photoshop. So in today's class what I want to do with you guys is pretty simple. I want to put everything that we have just learned in the past few classes into practice. So what does this mean? So pretty simple. I want to work with two pictures and simply try to put everything that we have learned together. So pretty simple, what we did in the past class is we have talked about different ways that you guys can modify a picture, that you can make a picture better, so take away all the imperfections from a picture, and well, basically how to modify a picture. And what I want to do today is pretty simple. I want to put two pictures together, so basically this one and this one right here. And my goal is pretty simple. I just want to use the house inside of the picture right there. So basically this house and add it to this picture. Also, another thing that I want to do is take this bridge and make it a little bit bigger. So this way I will be able to have, well, I will be able to do a few things. So pretty simple. Let's try it out. So what we'll do, at first, what we want to do is make that bridge bigger. So what are the tools that we are going to use? So the first tool that I'm planning to use to be able to do this is pretty simple. I want to use the lasso tool. So in this case, the best way to work with it will be by taking the lasso tool. So this is exactly what we'll do. We are going to use the lasso tool. So we're going to select the whole little bridge that we have right here. Once again, we'll try to make it as perfect as possible. So yes, it's going to be a bit complicated, but we'll try to do it. Here we go. All right, so right now we have our bridge. Right. Here we go. Do it again. Okay, there is the problem. I found the issue. So very important, don't forget to select the layer that you want to work with, because if you don't select it, well, as you can see, you will have some problems being able to do it. So you select the right layer, then you can work on it. So here we go. We select the whole bridge. All right, we have our bridge. Great, so if we take away the picture, as you can see, we have the bridge right here. So what we want to do right now, we want to take this bridge and move it a little bit forward. So basically close to this bridge right here. So we are going to use Control T to do so. So we're going to make it a little bit smaller and try to fit it right here. So it's not yet perfect. We'll try again and again. Now it's a little bit too small. Here we go. All right, great. We have our bridge. So we have our first bridge right here. So you can zoom in to be able to be sure that everything is fine. So right now we have our first bridge. So here we have a little problem. We can make it a little bit smaller again. So we can make it a little bit more smaller. Great. Next thing that we can do is pretty much the same thing. So we take the bridge, we take this layer, we copy it, and we paste it. And we do pretty much the same thing right here. So Control T, and as always, we make it a little bit more smaller. Right, here we go. All right, so it's even more smaller right now. We can put it right here. All right, so we still have a problem. We'll make it a little bit more smaller. There we go. Should be almost perfect. Great. So right now we have our bridge that is almost perfect. So it's not 100% perfect, it's almost perfect. All right, so right now we have our bridge. Next thing that we want to do is add this little house. So how exactly we can add it? It's pretty simple. We need to crop it. So what we'll use, we are going to use the magnetic lasso tool to be able to do it. So pretty much the same way, we're just going to make the contour of the house. So I basically already did it. So it should look something like this. So here we have our house. It should be there. All right, we'll just do it again. It's not a big deal. All right, so we'll take the house again and we are going to do it. So as always, so we take the magnetic lasso tool and we can select the whole house. So here we go. Great, so we have our house. Okay, we'll just Control Z. Once again, the house will not be perfect. So as you can see, this is our house. It's not 100% perfect, but our goal is simply to integrate this house inside of our picture. So pretty simple. How exactly we'll do this? We'll just, once again, use the Control T button and make it a little bit more smaller. So here we have our house, and where we can put it, we can add it somewhere right there. So as you can see, we have our house right there. And if we zoom in, we can see the house is somewhere right here. So right now it's not that perfect because of the pixels. But once again, we can put the house right here or even on the bridge. So basically the other side of the bridge. So it would make more sense. So once again, it's not perfect. We need to work a little bit more on it. But the result could be great if we work more on it. So we'll just take it. We'll make it a little bit more smaller. So here we go. All right, so right now we have our bridge. We have our house. Once again, we can do a lot of things with this picture. We can, for example, add a sun. We can, for example, duplicate the mountains. So we can do a lot of pretty cool things. All right, so right now we have created our bridge. We have created our house. What we can do right now is work on the colors of the picture. So pretty simple. This is exactly what we'll do. So we'll take our picture right here and we are going to go to curves. So from this moment, as always, we'll start with the auto. Then we can find the place where we have the darkest spot. So we can select the darkest spot right here. So we'll select this place right there. The lightest spot will be somewhere on the top of the mountain. So somewhere right here. So as you can see, automatically the picture becomes way more lighter, which is pretty cool. And finally, the last thing that we can work with would be the color balance. So maybe adding some more red, some more cyan. Once again, it depends of you what exactly you want to do with the picture. Maybe trying to add more green, maybe not, more magenta would be more beautiful. And finally here, playing with the blue or the yellow coloration. So maybe if we play with the yellow coloration, it's more an autumn vibe. So here we go. Here is our picture. So basically what we have worked with, well, we worked with a few tools. So the last tools that we are going to work with today will be the tools right here. So basically we can maybe work with the healing brush tool. Once again, where exactly we can work with those tools would be on the bridge. So the places where we place the bridge. So for example, right here. So we'll go with the healing brush tool. We'll make it a little bit more smaller since it's really large. Great. Here we go. Right, but besides of that, there is not that much places where we can work with this tool. Right, so our picture looks something like this, and what exactly we have added to the picture is pretty simple. We have added a bridge, we have added a house right there. We have changed the coloration of the picture, which is, in my opinion, pretty cool. So if we take away all the effects of what we have just did, So the basic picture looks something like this. So without the house, without anything. And basically what we have just did, we first of all added those colorations to the picture. We made a house, we added a bigger bridge, and we have everything that we want and need right now. So basically, right now what we have just did, we put everything that we have learned to do together and to be able to do whatever we want with this picture. So that's it for this class, guys, and see you all in our next class.